Hi, I'm Kemmie T, Creative Unikorn, and you're watching When Creators Connect. My name is Kemmie T, and I own Creative Unikorn LLC. I've been in business since 2018, and I specialize in crystal, wire alchemy, wire wrap crystals, and spiritual tools.
So can you just tell me about what inspired you to get into this field, and just talk to me about your creative journey?
Okay, what inspired me? So it's two different things. One got a much needed upgrade. Initially, it's because I had a past due cable bill. That was the reason why I needed to pay a bill, and I was in a crappy situation and didn't want to ask for any help. I just figured I'll just start a whole daggone business, and then came up with that. But then later, I got inspired to come up with something to remind people of the work that we're doing. So it's not just like pretty crystals, pretty jewelry, which is what I started out making. I wanted to give people an alternative to the other ways that we heal. I mean, like even with pharmaceutical, like, with on the medical side, you can take all kinds of medicine to get better, but the work that you put in that's long lasting, I wanted to come up with something that inspired people to do that.
So can you share with me a recent project or something that's the most exciting part of what you do?
I'm rebranding, so that means a lot of unraveling and trimming things and figuring out how to get my message out clearer, and with my specific group of people that actually connect with me with the way that, the message and, what I stand for and all that. And it's a lot of work, but the most exciting part about that is just I'm rediscovering myself and putting it back into my business. And this is my second rebranding. And like I was saying, when I started, it was like to pay a bill. And then I had to okay, is that why we still doing this? Or have we upgraded, have we evolved? So this time I'm checking in and getting a better understanding of myself, and it's just like it's interesting.
So aside from the jewelry making, is there any other creative disciplines that you enjoy doing?
Yes, I paint abstract on canvas with acrylic paint. I also do a little bit of ballet point, and it's meshed up with freestyle dance. It's not like the classical like Swan Lake, but it's not hip play. I don't label it. I call it free flowing point.
So can you talk to me about the challenges that you had to overcome?
How much time we got? Okay, so I had a pretty good childhood, at least I thought, as far as how society describes a good childhood versus a traumatic one. I lost my parents, my dad in 2005, and then my mom in 2011 or 2012. Somewhere around that. And I kind of spiraled, like depression and anxiety kicked in. I had to fight through that. I was attracting people that fed into the depression and anxiety and all that. And then skip all the way to now, I was in a car accident that totaled my car, and it's been lots of fun. And I'm also moving abruptly because they found mold in my apartment. But the wild thing is, though, this is the weird thing, and this is why I'm like, before we got started, I was just kind of looking around like, what? I know that all of this is happening for a reason, and it's not me just saying that, trying to convince myself that, but the way that I'm looking at all of this, it still challenges, but the way that I'm looking at it, I don't know how I'm as calm and happy and just at peace with everything. I'm like, okay, so here's the issue. Can I ungrow the molds? Can I unwreck my car? No. Okay, so what can you do? So the challenge is, I guess the big one is just trying to manage everything, because I don't have like parents that I can reach out to, and I'm all the way in the middle of Lake Worth, and everybody's in Dallas, and it's like, so just trying to still do what I'm doing with my rebranding and getting to these events and doing things like this.
I guess, what advice would you give anyone?
I always say be your unapologetic self. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, like I should be doing a cheer with it or something. But no, literally be you, because the art of being you is basically a filter for the rest of the world. Who you are is going to put you in alignment with certain people, certain opportunities, certain situations. And if you're faking the funk, if you're not really, a producer, if you're not really a wire rapper, if you're not really a dancer, you just play. It's too confusing, because you want all these honest, straightforward connections, but you're not honest and straightforward with yourself. So be your unapologetic self and consider it a good thing, something to celebrate when somebody goes, ooh, you're doing way too much. Oh, why is she doing that? How old is she? When people try to project themselves onto you, celebrate that.
I would love to know if you could just explain a little bit about the rocks and crystals and how you utilize that as your business and what it's all for.
I like to use the word beacon. It's a beacon or reminder. It's not, go buy a necklace and put it on and thank you for your business kind of thing. Like you're connecting the metaphysical properties of the crystals with the goals and things that you have for yourself, or things you're trying to eliminate or pull in, and then putting that with action of you actually putting in the work. So for example, you have rose quartz for friendship and self-love. But you're not just going to buy that and then put it on and go, okay, friendship and self-love. You're going to be the friend. You're going to be the change. You're going to pour into yourself. You're going to do the things that serve you and disconnect yourself from things that don't. And when you wear your rose quartz, you're like, okay, I'm remembering that's what I need to be doing. I need to actively be doing it. And it works the same way. I mean, if you're a Christian and you have a Bible, same thing, or the Quran or whatever. So it's just using the tool as a reminder.
So can you tell us what's next for you?
Whatever I want. No, let's see. I'll be doing some collaborating with some other people in the community that are into health and wellness and alternative forms of healing, and we're going to be holding each other accountable and coming up with different events and opportunities for people to, I guess, come together and learn how to be the best versions of themselves, how to heal from their traumas, and just the support that we need. Because one of the big things I notice is we may have gone through and experienced these traumas, but a lot of us feel like we have to figure it out on our own. I didn't have a Kreative Unikorn or a Kemmie T or you when I was going through my stuff. And I know for a fact it would have probably been helpful. I would have annoyed y'all, but it would have been helpful. That's the goal right now. Like, I'm going to continue to create my art, but I think I've done enough with letting people know about that gift and putting in the work for myself so that I can be the best version of myself. But now I want to present that and have it more in the forefront. I also forgot to say that I'm in 3 stores. One of them is in Cali, the Green Man store. Then there's 2 in Texas. One is Hearth Wisdom, and then the other one is Sacred Journey. And they just moved to, I'm not from here, it's called Wasuga.
Okay, so where can people find you?
I'm on everything except Twitter. the_creative_unicorn on Instagram and TikTok, and then Kreative Unikorn on Facebook. And then I have a YouTube page, The Kreative Unikorn. So, hey, you guys, I just want to thank Vision 127 Media and When Creatives Connect for interviewing me. I had fun. It was a very interesting experience. I've never done anything like this, and I'm thankful for them for giving me the opportunity and being patient with me to get me out here so we can get this done. So I'm excited. Yay!